Good day everyone, welcome back to my channel, Soleil's Life. Today I will be doing a refurbished outfit. I'm changing a skirt into a dress and adding just a few pieces of material when needed. So first, I have 4 strips that I'm going to join together on the sides. So the strip is 8.5 in length and the width is double your bust. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna join one piece of the material to another piece of the material and just make it all into one, because right now it's just 4 single pieces. So I'm just gonna join them all together to make one long piece. Also, here we have the skirt. So this is the skirt section, and what I did was, with the skirt, I measure 3 inches across and 5 inches down. Well, 5.5 inches, because the half inch is for the seam allowance. So I did 3 inches across, 5.5 inches down, and I marked out ½ inch all the way around for the seam allowance. So this is the piece that I cut off from the skirt. This is going to make the body of the dress. And this is going to be the armhole, which I'm just going to line. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to join all 4 pieces. I'm just going to join them to make one long strip, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Here I have the 4 strip pieces, the same width as the bust area, double. I join together to make one long strip. So this is the strip piece. And here I have the shoulder of the dress, and this would be the armhole. So what I did was I cut a strip that's gonna line all 4 armholes, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and just flat stitch this strip down and fold it over and flat stitch it down again. So I'm gonna use the strip for the liner. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like. The body of the dress, this is the armhole. I've lined the armhole, both front and back. And this is what it looks like once it's lined. Now here I have the dress and the strip piece joined together. The body of the dress and the strip that we joined, the 4 strip that we joined into one long piece. So what I did, I serged the strip. I put the body of the dress right side facing up, the long strip, I place it wrong side facing down. So the right side of the dress and the wrong side of the strip is going to be on top of each other. And what I did is I went ahead and I serged all the way around. So after I've done that, I did that so you could see, understand easier. So this is the body and this is the strip. So this is what I did right here. I just serged it. So now, depending on the side of the elastic, if your elastic band is 1 inch, or half inch, inch and a half, depending on the size of the elastic band, is the size you're gonna make the easement. So what I did was I folded this over. This is where I serged. I folded it over. So if your elastic band is gonna be an inch, you do like 1.25 inches to give room for the elastic to move through. So I went ahead, folded over, and I just pinned it down. So I did that on all the pieces. Also, to the end, I left it open. That way you can run the elastic through here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fold the seam allowance over, and I'm then gonna fold the width of for the elastic band, and I'm just gonna stitch it down all the way here. So from here to the end, I'm just gonna stitch it down. You're gonna leave this room open so you can run the elastic through. So I'm gonna go ahead now and stitch this down all the way around, and then I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Here I'm done stitching down. I stitched like 1.25 inches over and flat stitched it. So these are the whole one end of the shoulder length to the other end of the shoulder length. They all stitched down 1.25 inches. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a stitch all the way from the whole one end to the other end. Just the way you stitch this down, you're going to do the same stitch right to the top. Just less than 1/4 or 1/4. Just stitch all the way here, all the way around. That's going to make the elastic stay flat, and it wouldn't let it buckled up when you're moving. So it's going to keep its shape. So I'm going to go ahead now and stitch at least 1/4 to less than 1/4 inch all the way around to the top right here. So when you're done, you're going to have a stitch to the bottom and a stitch to the top. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and then I'll be back to show you what it looks like. So now this is what it looks like after I've stitched all the way around to the top. So this is what it looks like. So now the elastic is going to go in here. What I did, I have a serger, so I'm just going to serge the ends. So if you don't have a serger, that's where you would have fold this down. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the elastic inside the space all the way around. Then you're going to turn it right side facing each other, so the elastic is going to be in here on both sides. So this will be the closure section. So after you run the elastic through, you're going to just pin it here so it stays, and when you come to the other end, you pin it down so it stays, and then you're just going to go ahead and stitch a seam allowance all the way across. Make sure and double stitch on the elastic to keep it secure, and then you could serge, or if you already fold it over, there's no need to serge. So I'm going to go ahead and put the elastic in and close the open, secure the elastic, serge the loose ends, and then that will be the end of all the stuff that needs to be done to get this dress finished. So I'm gonna go ahead now and do the closure.